These make me sad. What is your #1 complaint about Monster Hunter Rise? Most event quests in the past, Monty, have been stuff that's not been like too out there. Not every event quest in the world has been something nuts. Usually it's just something thematically related to whatever the event content is. Like whatever the little bonus is, usually something just thematically consistent with that. Yeah, stuff like that would be fun, Black Wolf Raven. #1 complaint. I don't really have that many complaints about this game. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Ugh, this is the wrong menu. I'm so bad at this. I'm just walking around opening menus and doing nothing else. Yep, that's a pretty good one, Corrignus. I gotcha. That's another fair one. Those are both good. Hopefully we get the rest of the Fated 4 in the expansion. I would love that. If this game ended up with all 4 of the Fated 4 and Valstrax, plus like Bloodbath Light with Apex Blows, it's pretty cool. It is a little weird. Wait, what am I doing? That's not a that's not an iframe. See, there's a hitbox right there. There's quite a few in this game that feel a little wonky. I don't know. You live with them because it's Monster Hunter. This fight seems like a little difficult to get like a solid bow combo going on. I 100% prefer this implementation to the deco grind personally. But I know that's kind of personal preference. Whew! Ow. That's actually a recent thing, Corrignus. For a long time, most moves that were added stuck around. That's been since generations. I mean, like, they removed things like underwater from 3rd generation, but removing wholesale moves and mechanics is something that's pretty fresh as of generations in World. And the reason for that is the weapons are just kind of getting jam-packed, and with that comes some balancing issues. It's like if you keep adding new moves that are flashier and flashier, bigger and bigger, you gotta kind of incentivize some of them. Sometimes that incentivization goes a little far. I think this is a spread bow. Ugh, yellows. Ow. Marth, to be 100% honest with you, I don't really have one particular thing that bothers me about this game. This game is pretty much how I wanted them to iterate on 5th generation Monster Hunter. Wholesale. It's portable. The monsters are more difficult and interesting. Some aspects of it are more difficult. Would I call it a modern portable third? I don't know. It's not really, aside the theming, it's not really like portable third. It's already a lot more flush with content and mechanics. Portable third's defining characteristic to me is its restraint and simplicity. I think if it had gotten a G rank, it might not feel that way, but because it's stuck with just a high rank, it does feel like that to me. Ow. Yep, I would take that too, Black Wolf Raven. For sure. This is a tough bow matchup for me. Yeah, something I have said before is I think my favorite part about this game is the maps. I don't spend as much time just walking around them as when the game first came out, but I love how they feel to hunt in. I love how it feels like really just a large open environment, no paths, no corridors. I mean, like there are paths and corridors, but you can climb up all around them. It really feels like an environment. They're so, so cool. And I love that some of them are reimaginings of the older games. That is something where like I could live without some other additions in this game, or I would be okay without them. I hope they don't necessarily need every aspect of wire bugs, but I hope they keep large open world maps like this with a movement system that allows for some of the fluidity of this. Whoops. There's the horn break. You had a new question? I think I missed it, yeah. Sorry. I'm having a hard time keeping up with chat tonight, along with Bo. Whoops. I think that'd be cool, Marths. There's always been those bows though, Corignes. Like, not every bow can just be super duper strong, best in class. It's okay to have one that's a little bit weird, like, oh hey, this one's pretty odd. You're never gonna, like, you can't have every bow be the best one. So having some where it's like, oh, this one's got extra high raw, but its shot types are kind of weird. Like, I wonder how I can work around that. Is interesting, I think. Ah, no, I failed. Oh well. Have you fought Apex Diablos yet? Nope, not yet. Whoops. Your coatings aren't equipped? Oh, thank you. I ran out of power coatings. I'm not used to looking at them yet. Not used to watching them to make sure I have something on. We'll do some exhaust, why not? I seem to be having more luck hitting the head than anything else. Is he gonna fall on this? Yeah, let's get him to fall on this, then we'll get a KO. Or at least we'll try for a KO. Whoops. Yep, got it. Whoops. Obviously, optimal wake up. Get all the delics. I think what I would probably contribute to the mantle conversation is that mantles across the board, while they did have their uses, they did have ups and downs to them, like, oh, Rocksteady, you can use it, but you might get killed. All of them were too strong and too advantageous to the player in a game that was already too advantageous to the player. So I think that they just kind of exacerbated the problem of like, yo, you can beat up these monsters almost however you like, and then you can also throw on a mantle, and it doesn't matter if you get hit. Wow! Like, it's just kind of exacerbated the problem a bit. Two levels of reload. You can automatically load coatings by scrolling up or down your coating menu without having to do any animation. That's neat. Woo. No, it's too far away. Marks, you would just have to add actual trade-offs to them. That's how you make choices interesting. Just straight up buffs where it's like, oh, you're invincible for 90 seconds. Or like, oh, you don't take any knockback for 90 seconds. Or, oh, your evasion's increased for 90 seconds. That's not interesting. Giving them trade-offs. That would make them interesting. Like, oh, you have increased evasion, but your rolls cost double. Just like that, something simple as that. Just giving you options that you can toggle mid-fight, that's neat. Giving you options that aren't really options, just, hey, these are straight up boosts. Like, that's not interesting. And like, Rocksteady's an okay example of that. It's just too strong. Maybe make it so you don't take knockbacks, but stun is double easy to proc or something. Like, just whatever. Like the stars over your head stun is easier to proc. Ow. Wrist is spicy tonight? I don't know. I'm not pulling any punches. And I don't think that it's bad if you enjoyed mantles. I just think that they generally were just too strong. Hey, Morg Daddy, welcome. We're having good conversations about all kinds of stuff in chat tonight. While I practice bow. We are indeed talking about different concepts from World. Almost missed bow night? Don't worry, you have not missed it. Bow is being strong. Isn't it true, Corgnus, that it increased your iframes quite a bit from your base iframes, though?